Welcome to the Integrato Quick Bytes series, where we cover Business Central and Microsoft 365, how-tos, tips, and new features in less than 5 minutes. I'm your host, Lamont Broomfield, an Associate Functional Consultant here at Integrato, a direct Microsoft partner and cloud solutions provider. Today we will be discussing statistical accounts in Business Central, where to find them, and how to use them. Before we begin, I want to explain what statistical accounts are. Statistical accounts are non-general ledger accounts that allow you to use metrics that are based on non-transactional data. For example, employee headcount, square footage, and the number of customers with overdue accounts. Another good example would be measuring revenue or cost based on the number of people in a department. So how do they work? Statistical accounts are similar to posting accounts in which they store transactions that you post or register using statistical account journals so that you can use these transactions as data for your financial reports or analysis views. Alrighty, so you see we're here on our Role Center page, so I'm just going to go into this bookmark right here for statistical accounts. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring us to the statistical accounts list page. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and create some demonstrative data. You can just click this button and it will set it up for you automatically. And so you'll see here, we have a section for our employees as well as a section for office space. So if we go into this employee statistical account, we're going to see several things. We're going to see a button for our statistical accounts journal, as well as the dimensions that belong to the statistical account and the statistical account balance. Now, if you go down here inside of the balance here and open the details and drill down into it, what the statistical account ledger entries card is going to show you is a list of all of the ledger entries that are related to that statistical account. So everything that has happened for our employee statistical accounts, for anyone where we had our initial headcount, we hired more people in, or a headcount reduction, is all been recorded here along with its posting date. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statistical account journal. How this works, the entire system stores those transactions by using these statistical account journals, so that way you can use the data inside of those financial reports. You see here our posting date is 4/10/2023, but I want to go ahead and go to today. As far as the document number, if you do want to link any document to these statistical account journals, you can, but it isn't necessary to go ahead and register that document or register this journal. So we're going to go ahead and pick our employee statistical account. And we're going to say that this is going to be a new hire for the administration team. We're going to also just say that this is how many people we want to add. So we're adding 5 new people to our admin team. But let's also say that we also need to do a headcount reduction as well. And this happens to be for the week before. So let's say that you only come in here once a week to edit these transactions, and we're going to take the headcount from our production team. Now, it's very important to go ahead and put a negative integer in there. So we're going to record that we have 4 people that we're reducing that headcount by in production, as well as adding the 5 new people to admin. And we're just going to hit this register button. And once you hit yes, the journal lines will be successfully registered. So there are a couple of key differences between statistical accounts and posting accounts that I do want to talk about real fast. Statistical accounts are separate entities and are not included in the trial balance reports. That's why you see it will register the statistical account journals versus posting them to the general ledger account. Also, you don't need to balance debit and credit amounts when you use statistical account journals to post entries, or register those entries rather, to the statistical account. You just need to post them. So now we're going to go ahead and backtrack. And as you can see here, the entries that we already put in there for the headcount reduction, as well as for, new hires, that has already been recorded in the 2024 year. So if you ever wanted to just sort by posting date, you would just click that. So now we have our headcount reduction for production that has been taken care of, as well as the 5 new people that we've hired for our admin team. If you wanted to analyze this information, you can click the analysis mode button right here, and we can go ahead and make a little analysis pivot right here in Business Central. So we have the amount, the posting date, and then we're also going to move this department code down here. Now you have these 3 categories, our admin team, our production team, and our sales team. And now we can see, based off of which date or posting date has occurred, we can tell when people have been hired and when people have been let go in mass. So we hired 30 people in 2022. We hired another 14 for admin in 2023. And then the next month, we went ahead and had a headcount reduction there. And now, a year later, almost, we are going to add 5 more people to that team. So you can easily see that data, transform it, and take a look at it without even having to leave Business Central. One last thing I do want to show you is the statistical account balance button. Now what this is going to do is this is going to open up the statistical account balance page for your employees. And you can see here that based off of the period start date, you're going to see when these balances were changed. So if we wanted to go back to 2022, we'll see that in that last period, that monthly period right there for December, here is that 30. Here's the 10 that were added, 23, 18, and then another, minus 11 when they did that headcount reduction. So it's very important to look in here because what this is the entire statistical account journal entries for the employees. So it's not just for your admin team or your production or for your sales team. This is for everyone. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to get more Business Central tricks, tips, how-tos, and updates on new features, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on notifications. For more information regarding Integrato or to get more information on training and support, please visit integratotech.com or check out the links below. Thank you.